The real face of China and Pakistan has been exposed. After China has deployed 2 divisions of its mechanized forces, Pakistan too has moved 20,000 troops to northern Ladakh. Intelligence sources have also revealed that China is in touch with Pakistan-based terror group Badr to incite terror in J&K. Here's our detailed report. "57 days of non-stop confrontation in eastern Ladakh. And while generals on both sides spent 12 hours discussing disengagement on Tuesday, it's precisely the opposite that's happening on the ground. In the latest development, China has deployed 2 additional divisions of its mechanized forces along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. The Indian security forces are also keeping a hawk eye on the movement of Chinese troops in the rear positions in Tibet, where an additional 10,000 troops have been holding an exercise for some time now. In response, the Indian Army has shifted 3 divisions, including 30,000 troops and frontline strike weaponry like tanks, infantry combat vehicles and artillery to Ladakh. And in the most serious friction point of Pangong So, the army will soon receive high-performance boats to escalate patrolling in response to the Chinese build-up there.
The big Indian Army mobilization has been an ongoing process as a response to the Chinese aggression in eastern Ladakh. And this is in keeping with the threat perception that China wants to push things to the brink. However, this troop build-up isn't restricted to the line of actual control.
As India had expected, and validating India Today's report last week, the Pakistan army has also mobilized 2 divisions of troops, about 20,000 strong, along the Gilgit-Baltistan area, producing a 2-front scenario to the Indian military.
It's a fact that Pakistan's deployment along the line of control today is more than what it was even after the Balakot airstrikes. This is an indicator that Pakistan is doing this on China's orders, an order that Pakistan can ill afford to ignore. The fact remains, at this point of time, India is facing hostilities on 2 borders. Pakistan on the north and the west, China north and east. A threat that's big on 2 fronts.
In yet another front, Indian intelligence alarms have sounded on Chinese efforts to revive Pakistan's Badr terror group in order to escalate violence in J&K. What India therefore faces is more than a 2-front war, with 2 nuclear neighbors in a hostile axis and with both looking to pour fuel on terror activity. With Kamaljeet Sandhu and Manjeet Negi in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today. Okay, Gaurav Sawant continues to be with us. Abhishek Bhalla is live with us from Ladakh. Kamaljeet Sandhu, who broke the story of the mobilization on the Pakistani front, is also with us because, that is the latest situation, making this into a 2-front war, as Gaurav put it in that story. Kamaljeet, coming to you first. 2 divisions worth of Pakistan army soldiers deployed in the Gilgit-Baltistan area of the line of control, making this an even bigger deployment than what happened after Balakot, obviously at the behest of China.
Well, Shiv, definitely. This is important information coming in that we are looking at a 2-front, and that is where China has really acted very smartly. Not only have they expanded in the LAC area, but they've joined hands with Pakistan, and not just with Pakistan, but also with terror groups in Pakistan. The direction is very clearly that if there is any indication of escalation between India-China standoff, Pakistan will participate. And not just that, we're not just looking at 2-front, we're also looking at an internal sabotage by terror-based groups in Kashmir Valley. That is where Badr and other terror groups really fit in. Very specifically, the intelligence agencies over a period of time have been taking meeting with Indian Army. Security force personnel we've been speaking to at the top have been telling us that they are aware of the situation, that the Indian Army is very much prepared to deal with it. Security forces, now we've seen 2 particular orders coming in. One is about collection of the LPG, the other is about CAPF being deployed in schools, especially in the Ganderbal area. Now that is one particular area which leads up to Kargil and to Leh Ladakh area. So that in that sense is a gateway. So there is a strategy in mind, and remember, we will not give out any particular details, But what I can say is the security forces, the Indian army is very much prepared. They're aware of the plan and counter strategy is already in place.
Counter strategy is in place. Thank you very much, Kamal, for getting us the latest on that.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.